averaging down on ETFs like TSLY at the appropriate spots can be game-changing. This is my tactical stock scalper. Let's talk about it. All right, so anyone that's watched my content knows I loaded up, added more shares rather, around the $13 mark of TSLY. Why did I do this instead of just averaging down randomly? Well, we're trying to get a better risk reward every time we average down instead of just doing it randomly. So let's look at this. TSLY on the daily chart here shows it was really close to its 52-week low at around 1253 over here a few days ago. We saw that we were getting some support at the $13 level. That was good enough for me. Went ahead and bought some shares and brought my average price down from about $14.60 to about $14.24. Now, I didn't just buy here because TSLY was showing me this. I used a couple different indicators to let me know. So the first one I looked at was TSLY, the underlying of TSLY. And let's look at that. So here's TSLY and the underlying. As we saw the other day, TSLY was also bouncing off its 100-period moving average. There you see the wavy red line coming through there. Please excuse my crude trend lines here. They're just for visual purposes. So we were getting a bounce off the 100-period moving average on TSLY. TSLY was nearing its 52-week low. And then there's another reason why we went ahead and averaged down. Let me show you. Let's look at the broader market here for just a minute. If we look at SPY, she was nearing her 200 period day moving average. So I got three things there that tell me that this is a great risk reward for averaging down on TSLY. And now what do we have? We're nearing my average, right? We're getting close to 1424. What I like about TSLY currently is that we're breaking above our 20-period moving average. You see the white line there. I would like to see us hold above it, maybe test it for resistance around the around a $14 mark, and then go up from there and maybe tag that 50-period moving average or around 1450 and see what can happen up there. I imagine we'll possibly get some rejection there in the future. However, I will still continue to average down at appropriate points, and I can't tell you how important that is. If you just average down to average down, the chances are that the ETF is going to keep sliding, and you're going to tell yourself, man, I should have waited. Man, I should have waited. Well, that's why you wait for appropriate levels to average down. So I think that's a great point. And if we get back there to this 52 period low, or this 52-week low around, 1253, I think that would be another great time to average down again and get that cost basis even lower on TSLY. So not only because I averaged down appropriately am I going to possibly make share price appreciation, I'm also making all the dividends. So it's so important to average down appropriately. Let's look at TSLY again. And our next spot that we're probably going to want to average down, let's look at the weekly chart here on TSLA. If we get back down to that 20-period moving average on the weekly, which is the white line there, that would be a great spot to average down on TSLY. Another great spot to average down on TSLY, my next spot would be by the 150-period moving average by this price point here. That would be a fantastic spot to average down because it makes your risk reward a lot greater, and it makes you slow down when you're buying in and averaging down. So many people I see in different Discord forums and YouTube pages, channels, and etc. are just averaging down for the heck of it instead of averaging down at appropriate levels. I hope this video helps you slow down your buying process and average down more appropriately, giving you a better risk reward and also ultimately a better price for your TSLY. This is Mike. Talk to you later.